In 2018, Costco's CEO stood up at a Chamber of Commerce meeting and told a story on himself. He'd gone to founder Jim Sinegal and said the $1.50 hot dog and soda combo needed a price increase. Costco was losing money on every single one. Sinegal's answer, "If you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out." That's not a joke about a hot dog. That's the entire Costco business model, compressed into one sentence, and almost nobody who laughs at it actually knows why he meant it. Start with the part that sounds boring, what Costco actually makes selling stuff. Look at a recent quarter, $69.15 billion in sales, $61.52 billion in merchandise costs. Do the subtraction and you get a gross margin of about 11%. Now take that 11% and pay for the warehouses. Pay the employees. Pay the electric bill, the trucks, the corporate overhead. What's left over from selling actual merchandise is close to nothing. Costco runs its core retail business almost exactly at break-even, on purpose. So where does $8.1 billion in yearly profit actually come from? Not the shelves. The card. Costco pulled in $5.43 billion in membership fees last fiscal year alone, up 12% from the year before. That's not a side revenue stream. That number is most of the company's entire profit. You're not really a customer at Costco. You're a subscriber who happens to be allowed to buy groceries, which changes everything about what the company actually cares about. If merchandise barely makes money and membership fees are the business, then there's only one metric that actually matters. Does the subscriber renew? And Costco's renewal rate sits at 92.2%. Think about that number. Streaming services would sell their souls for that. Gyms don't come close. 81 million people are paying Costco somewhere between $65 and $130 a year, and 92 out of every 100 of them do it again and again, year after year, without being forced to. Now, here's where the hot dog comes back in, because that renewal number isn't an accident either. It's engineered. Every time you walk into a Costco and see a $1.50 hot dog that hasn't moved in price since 1985, or a $5 rotisserie chicken, you're not looking at a menu item. You're looking at proof. Proof that the deal is real. Proof that the $65 you paid to walk through the door was worth it. None of that has to make money on its own. Its entire job is to make you believe the membership is still a good bet, so that next year you renew without even thinking about it. Which is exactly why raising the hot dog price was never really about the hot dog. Do the math on it. Costco sells more than 100 million of those combos a year. Even a full dollar price increase is worth maybe $100 million. Against $5.43 billion in membership fees, that's a rounding error. But dent the thing that proves the deal is real, even slightly, and you risk the renewal rate. And the renewal rate is the entire company. So instead of raising the price, Costco built its own hot dog factory outside Los Angeles, then a second one in Chicago because demand kept growing. It dropped Coca-Cola for Pepsi at one point purely to protect the margin on that $1.50, then switched back once it could get a better deal. Whatever it took. Just never raise the number. This isn't old company folklore either. It's still happening right now with a completely different generation of leadership. In March 2026, current CEO Ron Vakris filmed himself on his lunch break, biting into one of those same hot dogs, looking straight into the camera and saying, "The hot dog price will not change as long as I'm around." 9 million views in a single day. A brand new CEO, decades after Sinegal, making the exact same public promise, because he understands the exact same math Sinegal did. The hot dog was never the product. The membership renewal was always the product. The hot dog is just the advertisement for it. And once you see the mechanism, the rest of Costco's numbers start explaining themselves. Not all memberships are equal. Executive members, the ones paying the higher $130 tier for 2% cashback, make up under half of Costco's total membership base. but they're responsible for 74% of everything Costco sells. The entire growth story isn't really about signing up new members anymore. It's about converting existing members up into that higher tier, deepening the exact loyalty loop the hot dog was built to create in the first place. Membership fee income keeps climbing year after year, and less than half of that growth even comes from Costco raising its prices. Most of it comes from people simply trusting the system enough to pay more for a better version of the same card. So go back to that Chamber of Commerce speech. A CEO wanted to fix a line item that was quietly losing money. The founder understood something the CEO hadn't fully connected yet. That hot dog wasn't a cost problem. It was the entire sales pitch for a $5 billion business wrapped in a bun, sold for $1.50. Specifically so that 81 million people would keep paying to walk back through the door.